everything silly that our president has done since being inaugurated 5 weeks ago. He renamed the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. He wants his face on Mount Rushmore. He terminated a bunch of air traffic control people and now crashes are happening everywhere. He wants to make a $250 bill and put his face on it. He wants June 14th, his birthday, to become a federal holiday. Forget Flag Day, I guess. He's trying to dismantle the Federal Department of Education. He has made English the primary language of the United States. He pardoned all January 6 rioters, including a guy that tried to gouge out a police officer's eyeball. He's into diversity, equity, and inclusion. He's sending migrants to Guantanamo Bay, even ones that came here legally. He said he wants to displace Palestinians further and make a Trump hotel in Gaza. He's creating a gold card for American citizenship that it's only for rich people and it will cost $5 million per card. He gave Elon and a 19-year-old access to our treasury. He's pulled us out of climate control, NATO, and the World Health Organization. He's closed down all USAID programs, which has terminated a bunch of federal aid. He wants to defund Medicare and Medicaid and food stamps, even though he said that he wasn't going to bother with that. He forced all public universities to end DEI or he would pull their funding. When asked if he would visit the Potomac River crash site where the Black Hawk helicopter and the American Airlines passenger jet collided, he made a joke and said, "What, do you think I'm just gonna go swimming?" He bullied Zelensky for not wearing a suit and mocked him on national television. He made it illegal for government officials to have their pronouns in their email because apparently that's the biggest issue. He's banning people like me from serving in the military because they don't want to pay for our gender-affirming care, even though they only spend $5 million a year on that on average, but they spend $85 million a year on Viagra.
Jared never thought that a simple family trip would change everything. But when a late-night game of truth or dare with his new stepsister Emily turned into something more, their secret passion grew dangerously out of control, teetering on the edge of discovery with every forbidden encounter. As their playful banter escalated into stolen glances and lingering touches, Jared and Emily found themselves entangled in a web of desire that they couldn't resist. The thrill of the forbidden fueled their reckless behavior, leading them down a path they never imagined. One fateful night, their risky rendezvous nearly ended in disaster as they almost got caught by their unsuspecting parents. Hearts pounding, adrenaline rushing, they knew they had crossed a line that could never be uncrossed. But the danger only added to the excitement, pushing Jared and Emily closer together in a whirlwind of passion and secrecy. Each stolen moment was like a bolt of lightning, electrifying their connection and blurring the lines between love and lust. As their feelings grew deeper, so did the risk of their illicit affair being exposed. They danced on the razor's edge, navigating the perilous thrill of their forbidden love with adrenaline-fueled abandon. But how long could they keep up the charade before their world came crashing down around them? Follow for more.
My towel fell down in front of the hottest room service worker. In my first week in the States, I had to find a hotel to stay in whilst my apartment was being finished, as it took longer than expected, but I am so glad I picked this hotel. It was absolutely stunning. On the last day I was very tired, so I got out the shower and ordered room service for dinner, but got more than what I was expecting. When they knocked the door, I just got up in my towel and went to open the door. As I grabbed my food off the trolley, my towel fell down, and in that moment I just didn't know what to do. I looked this waiter in the eyes, my cheeks were red, and he looked straight back in mine. After picking back up my towel, I looked at him and just said, "Could you bring the food in?" with a little smile. He brought the food in and placed it on the table, then told me he was about to finish his shift, to which I said, "So you're not too busy then?" With a little smile, and he smiled back. I slowly started to get closer to him and could feel my body getting hotter and hotter. He unwrapped my towel, and I slowly unbuttoned his suit and trousers. I didn't realize how strong he was until he picked me up and carried me to the bed with his hands gripping me more than I have ever felt. We had the best sex ever, time after time, and it just felt electric until we both fell asleep holding each other. The next morning I woke up and he was gone. I didn't even get his name. I've been to hotel again and again to see if he's on shift, but I cannot find him again.
What's your wildest story that sounds too far-fetched to be true? When I was around 14 or 15, I spent a lot of my free time surfing in Santa Barbara County. After every session, as I walked through the shallow water toward shore, I had a habit of undoing my leash from my leg. One day, as I reached the shore, I realized the other side of the leash that connected to my board had come loose and was gone. I searched the tidal zone, hoping to find it tangled in some kelp or floating nearby, but it was nowhere to be seen. I was disappointed, but eventually accepted that it was lost to the ocean. 3 weeks later, I was surfing in Ventura County when, as I was walking in from the surf, something wrapped around my leg. At first, I thought it was a piece of kelp, but when I reached down to pull it off, I was shocked to discover it was the same leash I had lost miles up the coast. It was covered in algae, with small bits of marine life clinging to it, but there was no mistaking it was mine. Somehow, the ocean had carried it back to me, as if it had decided to return what it had taken. What's the strangest encounter you've had with a stranger that still sticks with you today? A few years back, I was waiting for a train at a nearly empty station late at night. It was one of those creepy, quiet moments where you could hear every little noise. There was just me and this one other guy standing on the opposite platform. He was pacing back and forth, mumbling to himself, but I couldn't make out what he was saying. I tried to mind my own business, but then, out of nowhere, he stopped, stared right at me, and yelled, "You are the one." I froze, unsure of what to do. The guy jumped onto the tracks and started running toward my platform. By this point, I was freaking out, thinking I was about to get attacked. But just as he reached the other side, he stopped again, looked around like he was confused, and then calmly climbed back onto the platform. He sat down on a bench and didn't say another word. The train came a few minutes later, and I got on without looking back. To this day, I still wonder what he meant and what he thought I was the one for. It was the weirdest encounter I've ever had. What's the most unexpected thing you've found while cleaning out your childhood bedroom? A few months ago, I went back to my parents' house to help them clear out some old stuff from my childhood room. As I was going through my closet, I found this old, dusty shoebox tucked away behind a stack of clothes. I opened it up and inside was a bunch of random stuff I hadn't seen in years, old photos, movie tickets, and notes from school. But then I found something that completely threw me off, a tiny, wrapped up gift box with my name on it. I didn't recognize it at all, so I opened it, and inside was a bracelet with a note. The note was from my high school crush, someone I had completely lost touch with after graduation. She had written something about how she wanted to give it to me but never got the courage to do it, so she left it in my room during a group study session we had once. I couldn't believe I had this unopened gift sitting in my room for years and had no idea. It was such a strange, nostalgic moment, finding this hidden memory from a time I'd almost forgotten. It made me wonder how different things could have been if I had found that gift back then. What's the strangest encounter you've ever had with a stranger? One night, I was waiting at a bus stop after work, completely exhausted and zoning out. This older guy in a suit sat down next to me, looking like he had a long day too. Out of nowhere, he turns to me and says, "Do you believe in alternate realities?" I thought he was joking or just trying to make small talk, but then he starts going on about how he's been to other dimensions and has seen his life play out in different ways, some where he's rich, others where he's homeless. At first, I was like, okay, this guy's probably had a little too much to drink. But the way he talked about it was so serious, like he was convinced this was real. He said that every major decision he ever made in life branched off into a new reality and that sometimes, he wakes up with memories from those alternate lives, confusing them with the one he's living in now. He wasn't rambling or acting crazy, just calmly explaining all this as if it were completely normal. Eventually, my bus showed up, and I said goodbye. I've never seen him again, but I still think about that conversation sometimes. It was the strangest and most surreal encounter I've ever had with a stranger, and it left me questioning everything. What's the most embarrassing thing you've accidentally said in front of your crush? One time in high school, I was sitting with a group of friends at lunch, and my crush, Emily, was right across from me. I was nervous as hell, trying to act cool and casual while everyone was joking around. Someone made a comment about pets, and without thinking, I blurted out, "Yeah, I talk to my dog like he's my therapist." There was this awkward silence, and I immediately realized how weird that sounded. Emily just stared at me for a second, trying to hold back a laugh, and then the whole table burst out laughing. I tried to play it off like I was kidding, but it was too late, the damage was done. From that day on, everyone started calling me dog therapist, and I'm pretty sure my crush thought I was a total weirdo after that. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but definitely the most embarrassing thing I've ever said in front of someone I liked. And of course, my friends never let me live it down. What's the dumbest thing someone has ever told you? 1. You can only drive straight if you're singing loudly. While I was driving through a small town, a stranger in a gas station told me that the only way to keep your car from swerving was to sing loudly. He explained that singing would somehow align the car's wheels and keep them straight. I was baffled by the suggestion and tried to make sense of how my singing could possibly impact my steering, but the conversation ended with both of us chuckling at the absurdity. 2. If you eat ice cream too fast, you'll get frostbite in your mouth. During a family gathering, a relative insisted that eating ice cream too quickly could lead to frostbite in your mouth. They described a fictional scenario where your taste buds would literally freeze and cause long-term damage. Despite trying to explain that this was scientifically impossible, the relative remained convinced and even advised me to take small, deliberate bites to avoid the so-called frostbite. 3. Wearing socks to bed will give you superpowers. A friend once told me that if you wore socks to bed every night, you would gain superpowers like enhanced speed or strength. They claimed it was a scientifically proven method to unlock your hidden potential. I couldn't help but laugh as I imagined people trying to harness their inner superhero by simply keeping their feet warm at night. 4. Eating carrots will turn you into a better dancer. At a party, someone seriously claimed that eating carrots could improve your dancing skills. They argued that the beta-carotene in carrots somehow enhanced your rhythm and coordination. I was both amused and perplexed by the idea, and despite my attempts to gently point out that diet alone couldn't improve dance moves, the person remained adamant about the magical powers of carrots. 5. If you touch a cactus, it will absorb your bad luck. While visiting a botanical garden, A tour guide told us that touching a cactus could absorb all your bad luck and make you happier. They even encouraged visitors to give it a try for a positive energy boost. I found the idea incredibly odd and amusing, imagining people lining up to touch cacti in hopes of a better life, but it was clear that the guide was sincerely promoting this quirky belief.
Is this your car? If it is, you need to move it.
Yeah, that's my car. Is there a problem?
You're parked in my spot. I need you to move your car, please.
What do you mean, my spot? I'm parked in the street.
Okay, but I always park my car in that spot. So let me ask again. Please move your stupid little Tesla.
Riz app told me to respond with, no need to be rude. A girl as beautiful as you shouldn't stress. No need to be rude. A girl as beautiful as you shouldn't stress.
That's really cute.
It's literally a public street. You don't own a spot.
Look, I know you only just moved in, so I'll let it slide this one time. But in the future, you can't park in my spot. I've lived here for the past 15 years. Everyone else knows that's my spot. Understood?
Nah.
What do you mean, nuh-uh? Do you know who my boyfriend is?
Nope.
His name is Theodore Jones. And he does boxing, so watch out.
This him?
Oh, so you think you're funny now? You're clearly not a very smart person if you don't know my boyfriend.
Am I supposed to care? Sounds like a nobody.
Well then, I guess you're gonna find out the hard way. You don't want to mess with him. Like I said, he's a boxer, and won't hesitate to give you a left-right goodnight.
Is he bulletproof though? No, I didn't think so.
My boyfriend is about to call the police about you illegally parking.
And what's little Theodore going to say? Excuse me, this man is
Here you go, babe. I passed out 12 times. Count it.
How did you get that much?
Huh?
What took you so long? You barely last 30 seconds.
I was locked in, for real.
If you passed out 12 times, then I guess...
It wasn't easy, okay? I was using my right hand, but it wasn't working. So then I switched to my left hand, but that didn't work either.
And how did you do it?
Riz app says you should reply with, I was imagining you were there.
Imagining you were there.
Babe, you're so funny. But really, how did you do it?
I'm getting there, damn. So then I started using both hands, double gripping it.
How did they even fit?
I don't know, but that didn't work either. So I called for backup.
What? Who?
Your sister, she was going crazy. One hand, two hands. She even used her mouth.
Are you crazy? My sister?
Yeah, what's the problem?
What's the problem? Oh, we're done.
Nah, I wasn't done. That didn't work either.
What? Do you even like women?
That's not really relevant. Anyway, your mother even wanted to help. At first I was like, Mamacita, but her hand didn't fit.
Oh gosh, let me guess, my dad managed to do it?
I mean, he was close, like very close, but then he lost all progress.
Yeah, I'm choosing the bear. So how did you manage to work it out?
Our son did it. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, he was absolutely demolishing it. Left hand, right hand, double, triple combo. Then boom, he finally opened the milk bottle.
Dear Dyer.
What are your favorite flowers?
Tulips. Why?
Just curious.
Oh my god, Marcus, there's flowers on my doorstep and they're tulips.
Oh, really?
Yes!
I wonder who gave them to you.
Marcus, guess. I noticed that since you've been gone, the flowers stopped too. It was you the whole time. It was never Tyrone bringing me flowers, was it? I love you, Marcus.
He's busy, sis.
Ever told one tiny lie that completely changed your life? During my first week at a new restaurant job, I accidentally said yes when the head chef asked if I knew how to make pasta from scratch. I'd literally never made anything more complicated than boxed mac and cheese, but the whole kitchen staff was looking at me, and I panicked. Yeah, totally, I lied, figuring I could just watch some cooking videos later. The next day, the chef told me I'd be running the pasta station for the weekend dinner rush because their regular pasta chef called in sick. My heart stopped. This wasn't something I could fake my way through. Instead of admitting the truth, I spent the next 2 nights sneaking into the restaurant after closing to practice. I watched every pasta video on YouTube, bought ingredients with my own money, and turned that kitchen into my personal training camp. I burned sauce, overcooked noodles, and made dough that looked like concrete. By Friday night, I was exhausted, but had somehow figured out the basics. The dinner rush was pure chaos. Orders kept coming in, and I was sweating bullets trying to remember everything I'd taught myself. Somehow I managed to get through the night without anyone complaining. The chef was so impressed that he bragged to the owner about finding such a talented pasta maker. The owner immediately scheduled me for every weekend shift and started advertising our authentic handmade pasta on social media. I was trapped. For months, I lived a double life. During the day, I'd act confident about pasta techniques I'd Googled the night before. After work, I'd stay late practicing new recipes and techniques, slowly getting better, but always terrified someone would discover I was a fraud. My friends thought I'd become obsessed.
It's my baby too! It's my baby too! Why can't I be in the delivery room? I already bought a tripod so I can film everything!
Why would you need a tripod when you can film with your hands?
Because I'm gonna be the first one to hold that baby. That little gremlin wouldn't be pregnant without you. And you're only here because I gave birth to you. Get a paternity test immediately.
What?
I said, get a paternity test. I promise you the reason she doesn't want me in the delivery room is because that's another man's baby. I mean, look how easy she gave it up for you.
Mom, she literally waited until marriage, and we dated for 3 whole years.
That's what you think. No. She made you wait until marriage while she was having her fun behind your back. Filthy! That's all she is! She's filthy! sister-in-law that she's not allowed to kiss her own grandbaby.
Well, Mom, newborns get sick very easily. We don't want anyone kissing him, not just you.
So now she's convincing you that I'm dirty, huh? Yeah, my lips are just filled with diseases, right? You betrayed me!
You're so dramatic, Mom.
Just know you are not the father!
What's your emergency?
I think my dad and his friend are assaulting my mother and she's crying.
Okay, when did this start, sweetie?
Well, about an hour ago. Can you send help?
Did you see any bruises on her face?
No, they are all in the room with a lot of noise and things breaking.
What does the noise sound like?
Well, he's like, "You like that, Mommy?" And she's like, "No, no more in there, both belt. It's too long. They can't fit in both holes."
Oh, sweetie, poor girl, you didn't have to experience that.
Can I go investigate?
Oh no, hun, just stay in your room until they are finished.
But they are beating her up.
Ah, no, sweetie, that same noise is what brought you here.
What do you mean?
Well, hun, when you grow up, you will learn, okay?
No, I'm going to save my mom from that long belt whooping.
You hate how in school they be like, "Okay, class, if there's a shooter, get under your desk and be quiet. Or get in a corner and don't make a sound." Like, bitch, what? This ain't hide and seek. Teachers think, yeah, if everyone in the school stays quiet, the shooter will surely think,
Oh, there is nobody here. It must be a bank holiday or something. Bitch.
no. Ain't nobody gonna think that. And the teacher always got the nerve to turn off the lights like that's gonna stop bullets? Oh yeah, great job, Karen. Let's sit in the dark like a bunch of discount chicken nuggets and
Pray this dude forgets how doors work. Nah, bro.
as soon as I hear one suspicious-ass footstep in the hallway, I'm gone. I'm diving out the window. You'll see me rolling through the parking lot like I've trained for this since birth. And why is the plan always lock the door, stay quiet, and hide? Bitch.
This ain't Dora the Explorer. I ain't trying to sit there like, can you find the students?
Like, no you can't, bitch, cause I'm halfway to Canada. If y'all think I'm just gonna sit there crisscross applesauce while the apocalypse is happening, nah, absolutely the fuck not. I'm parkouring over desks, flipping through fire exits, Olympic-level survival. You will not catch me dying in
Third period geometry.
Hey, what are you doing?
Getting drinks with the boys.
Oh yeah, is the bar busy?
Not too busy.
Okay, have fun, babe.
Thanks, babe.
When are you coming home? Hello? Why are you ignoring me?
Sorry, I put my phone down for a second. I'll come home after this drink.
Okay, don't get too drunk. We have a big day tomorrow.
I won't, but will you unlock the back door? I forgot my key.
Will you just come home now? I can't sleep if the house is open.
Yep, just praying the bill.
Praying?
Sorry, paying the bill.
Oh my god, you're wasted.
Babe, it was just a typo.
Are you driving?
Babe, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I will be home in a little bit.
Is your phone charged? Hello? Oh my god, is your phone dead?
Honey, my phone is fine.
How much battery?
Fully charged.
It's late. That's impossible. And you never charge your phone. Are you lying to me? Send me a screenshot.
Someone at the bar had a charger and let me borrow it.
Oh, okay. Sorry I freaked out.
You were sounding a little bit crazy, lol.
I'm sorry, I'm just tired.
It's okay, babe. Let me give this girl her charger back, then I'm coming right home to be with you.
Wait, a girl?
Hold on.
What girl? You said you were out with the boys? How did she know your phone was dead? Were you talking to her? What's her name? Does she have Instagram? Answer me!
Your man's busy, sis.
Babe, how much do you make a year?
Around 50K. Why'd you ask? Do you want me to buy you something?
I was just wondering. Sarah's boyfriend makes $20K a month.
That's crazy.
Do you want to go out tonight?
Yeah, sure. A new place has opened down the street. Let's try it.
Sounds great.
I'm very upset about what happened yesterday. You ordered the most expensive wine and didn't even drink it. I can't afford $500 every time we go out.
Wow, are you serious? It's just $500. Come on.
Just 500. You've changed a lot. What happened to our simple dates? We never spent a lot of money and had a beautiful time.
Times have changed. I think I deserve more than just simple dates. Sarah's boyfriend would never argue with her over a bit of money.
What do you even mean by that?
Also, don't you have a lot of money in your savings?
I'm saving for something important coming up or an emergency.
So I'm not important enough?
That's not what I meant by that. Of course you are. You are the love of my life.
You wish. I think I'm going to date someone who is more mature than you and also doesn't drive a Toyota.
Wow. So you're throwing 5 years of our relationship away because Sarah told you all these stories about her boyfriend?
Pretty much. I can't live like this.
Please don't do this. I need you. I was saving for an engagement ring.
Oh, you were?
Yes, of course, my love. So we're not breaking up?
Depends how much money is the ring worth. We're breaking up. I cheated on you with your brother.
When?
When what?
When did I ask? Honestly, I don't give a damn. By the way, come over and pick up your stuff. Either you take care of it or the street gets a free donation.
Slow down, you little boy. So you're not gonna make a dramatic scene begging me to come back? No begging, no tears, no I can't leave without you speeches?
Who said I can't live without you? You're not oxygen. Thanks, I'm good.
Wow, I can't believe this. I thought you loved me.
Riz app tell me to responds with, I never said I'm perfect, but my heart's real and it's all yours. I never said I'm perfect, but my heart's real and it's all yours.
Wow, you're so smooth.
But everything feels different now. You thought cheating would break me? You were just an error in my system. I fixed the bug.
Why are you so cold? I knew you never loved me.
And I knew I didn't order yappuccino.
Are you really gonna act like this just because I make a little mistake? For cheating?
Leave me alone, I'm playing PlayStation.
Haha. I'm out here cheating with your brother and you're just playing that stupid gaming console alone.
Who said I'm alone?
Is that my sister? I knew I can't trust her.
Who are you talking about?
That bitch right there playing with you.
Which one?
Is that my best friend?
Yeah, we're doing a little mistake. Remember?
Hope this gets you through your long meeting tonight. Can't wait to see what you do to me later.
Professor?
Why so quiet, babe? Don't get shy now. You were not shy this morning.
Professor Martin, this is Jason Brooks, your student in jail 204, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, wait. No. This was supposed to go to my husband. Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of figured when you said what you do to me later, I'm not touching that at all, ever.
Jason, I'm so sorry. I was texting while grading. I had your paper open. I didn't look at the name. I can't believe this.
It's okay. Riz app helped me riz her up. Riz app tells me to say I didn't know my teacher was this beautiful. I didn't know my teacher was this beautiful.
Oh, that's so sweet. But please delete it. Immediately. This was a complete accident. I'll grade your paper with a full curve. Just please, Jason.
My grades are doing kind of bad. I suppose I need better grades.
Done?
Really? That easy?
I don't care. I just need that picture deleted. This could cost me everything. I'm going to take a leave of absence. Jason, I don't even know what to say to you.
How about sorry for sending softcore selfies to the kid trying to pass English comp?
Jason!
Look, I'm not going to report it. I just need some extra credit, if you know what I mean.
Huh?
I mean, I kind of like the way you were just talking to me.
Because I thought I was texting my husband. You know that.
Yeah, I know. But part of me keeps wondering if you ever meant any of that for someone like me.
Jason, stop. You're my student. This is wildly inappropriate.
So is what you sent. Yet here we are.
That was an accident. This is a choice.
Then let me ask. If it wasn't an accident, would you still be apologizing?
You don't understand what you're doing right now.
What if we met up? Just to talk, clear the air. Somewhere neutral.
This is a line I can't cross.
Then why haven't you blocked me?
Hi. Where?
There's a late night cafe near campus. Empty after 10. No one asks questions.
If I meet you, we talk. That's all.
That's all I want. For now.
I'll be there at 10:15. 1 hour, no more.
I'll see you soon, Professor.
Call me Claire, just for tonight.
Comment part 2 to see what happens next. Why are you late?
My dad is in hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is he alright?
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Hey, you're cute. Do you have Instagram?
Yes, why?
Can I have it?
No, it's mine! Bro, no! I'm going to die at 25.
How do you know?
It's easy, bro. Just comment age like this. Age. And it will tell you the age you will die.
It worked. I only have one day.
Hey, son, what does I don't know lie TTYL means?
I don't know, love. You talk to you later.
Okay, I'll talk to your brother.
I should have married the devil. He would make a better husband than you.
Cantina app, let me talk to Roast Bot. Hey, man, I need your help. What should I say?
I got you, bro, just say. They would have arrested you. Marriage between relatives is illegal in this country.
They would have arrested you. Marriage between relatives is illegal in this country.
What the flip, baby?
Bro, how do I try the roast bot?
Just click here. Are you special or something?
My whole family just died.
When?
Like an hour ago. Their plane crashed.
No, I mean, when did I ask?
Bro, I've watched over 20,000 TikToks.
Get a life, man. But how do you check?
It's easy, just click, share, more, calculator.
Oh, what the flip? I think it's broken.
Why are you late?
My dad is in hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is he alright?
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Hey, you're cute. Do you have Instagram?
Yes, why?
Can I have it?
No, it's mine! Bro, no! I'm going to die at 25.
How do you know?
It's easy, bro. Just comment age like this. Age. And it will tell you the age you will die.
It worked. I only have one day.
Hey, son, what does I don't know lie TTYL means?
I don't know, love. You talk to you later.
Okay, I'll talk to your brother.
I should have married the devil. He would make a better husband than you.
Cantina app, let me talk to Roast Bot. Hey, man, I need your help. What should I say?
I got you, bro, just say. They would have arrested you. Marriage between relatives is illegal in this country.
They would have arrested you. Marriage between relatives is illegal in this country.
What the flip, baby?
Bro, how do I try the roast bot?
Just click here. Are you special or something?
My whole family just died.
When?
Like an hour ago. Their plane crashed.
No, I mean, when did I ask?
Bro, I've watched over 20,000 TikToks.
Get a life, man. But how do you check?
It's easy, just click, share, more, calculator.
Oh, what the flip? I think it's broken.
won the lottery.
OMG, babe. I love you. We gotta celebrate. Okay, let's plan. First trip to Paris, then Tokyo, then the Netherlands, and London. All of Europe and Asia. I can't believe we won.
We? You speak in French or some? What do you mean, we?
I mean, we won, babe. What's the matter?
We just gonna ignore the fact that you text your guy best friend every day? And how you always talk about how he's so rich? And how you wish I was rich like him?
Babe, don't be silly. Now is not the time to be jealous and insecure. Come on, let's start planning.
Bet. I got an idea.
What is it? OMG, New York? Wait, why is it at a comedy club?
Go on and take your jokes there.
Sean, stop playing.
Ain't no damn controller in my damn hand. I ain't playing shit.
Sean, stop. You never make me feel special. I've been trying to make things work for so long, and now something good finally happens to us, and you're making things so difficult.
I don't remember ordering a yappuccino.
Sean! Enough! Why are you being like this? I'm so sad that you're not excited for our future. Sean, answer me or I'm breaking up with you in 3 seconds. 3,
2, 1. Cheerio!
Okay, how about this? I'll cut off my guy best friend, and we can go travel the world together.
Aight.
OMG, really?
No the f***! What do you call a girl named Manda that has a guy best friend?
What?
Single.
What's the worst thing that happened when you swapped phones? My husband and I had this silly tradition where we'd swap phones for a day every month to keep our trust strong. It was his idea. He said couples who had nothing to hide shouldn't mind it, but last month's swap turned my entire life upside down. That morning started like any other swap day. I handed him my iPhone. He gave me his Android. The first few hours were normal, just boring work emails and random YouTube notifications. Then at lunch, a message popped up from someone named Nancy Work. I can't wait to see you tonight, baby. Got that hotel room you like. My heart stopped. I clicked the chat history and nearly threw up. Hundreds of messages going back 6 months. Pictures I wish I could unsee. Hotel receipts. Everything. But instead of confronting him immediately, something in me snapped. I remembered we had shared bank accounts, and he always handled the finances. I opened his banking app. Thank God he kept his password saved. That's when I discovered he'd been secretly funneling money into a private account. Almost $40,000 of our savings, gone. Money we'd been saving for a house. Money from my parents. I took screenshots of everything, then forwarded them to my email. But I wasn't done. I had 8 more hours with his phone, and I was going to make them count. I logged into his Instagram and followed every single one of his coworkers. Then I posted all the hotel receipts with Nancy's name circled in red. Caption, guess who's been busy at the Holiday Inn? Next, I texted his mom the screenshots. She always bragged about raising a faithful man. Well, surprise. Then I changed his email password and security questions. Just for fun, I also changed his Netflix profile name to Cheating Scumbag. The best part? I texted Nancy from his phone. My wife found out everything. Good luck explaining this to your husband. At 6 p.m., he came home with my phone, acting completely normal. He even kissed my cheek like usual. I handed his phone back with the sweetest smile. How was your day, honey? Oh, pretty quiet.
We did it, honey. We have triplets.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, I'm so excited for us. I know this has a dream of yours.
It's a boy. Only 1% of the people can comment boy with their eyes closed.
That's so easy. What? That's impossible.
So we have triplets, and you know what that means?
What?
Project MSN.
Again, you with these stupid ideas.
You know what MSN means?
I don't know. Sounds like a virus.
Cantina app help me let me speak to Roastbot. Roast my girl who don't know what MSN means.
Women.
Say, if I had $1 for every smart thing you said, I'd be broke. If I had $1 for every smart thing you said, I'd be broke. Haha, you have to try Roastbot on a Cantina app. So all you need to know is that we're gonna be so rich. Well, our kids, but us too.
Really?
Yeah. Pack the bags fast!
Why?
For the project, they gotta go to La Masia in Spain.
How do you even know they're gonna play well?
Well, if they don't play good, that's obviously your fault! Cause girl, my genes are strong as fuck.
You're such a dumb. Fine, I'll pack the bags. You call the private jet.
I said we're gonna be rich. Right now, we're poor. We can't even get tickets for an economy flight.
Why did I marry you? Hold on. Babe, we're gonna have 3 girls.
It's not the right time to telling jokes, my love.
It's not a joke. Yay, I'll do Project Caligula Sisters. Babe, you gotta buy this house in Canada.
Did you get hit by a rock? I said we're poor as fuck and you want a big house?
Why did I marry you? You're a failure.
No problem. We divorce anyway. I already have a new girl.
Are you cheating on me?
What? Of course not. Why are you asking me this?
Because when you went to the bathroom last night, you got a message from settings on the iMessage app.
Wait, why were you going through my phone?
Do not turn this on me. Who is that and what are you guys messaging?
It's just some tech support agent helping me with my phone. Relax, babe, it's nothing.
Oh really? Luckily I knew you would lie to me. So I unlocked your phone and checked your messages with him. And why is your tech support agent sending you willy pics that you hearted?
Jake's got a better life than you anyway. We're done.
Wait, not only did you cheat on me, but it was with Jake, my childhood best friend? I've known him for the past 17 years. How could you do this to me?
He's far better in pretty much everything than you. Anyways, have fun being lonely.
How could you do this to me, bro? Over a girl? What happened to bros before hoes?
So you found out. You want a cookie now?
I'll remember that. I need your help to get back at Jake.
What happened? He's your best friend.
Can't explain right now, but are you in or out?
Right. What do you need me to do?
Jake has a business meeting with his boss tomorrow. Take a bunch of leeches and plant them in his boss's suit. Jack always carries his laptop in a suitcase, so put a jar of leeches in there. And when he takes his computer out to show his boss the work, his boss sees the jar of leeches and fires him. He gets fired. Next. Since Sarah probably left him since he lost his job, now Jake spends a ton of time on Discord to cope. Make a e-girl account and catfish him. Get to know him and send him frequent selfies of some Instagram model. Now that you got his trust, ask him to send you money to fly you out. He's a simp, so he'll fall for it. Once he sends it, block him. Donate this money to a racist charity under his name. Take a screenshot of this and upload it to TikTok so that companies see that he's racist. He can't get a job in business anymore. He's got to work in fast food now, and he's probably going to be a cook since he loves to cook. But it's 100% going to be McDonald's since that's his favorite fast food. So go to his joint and order a 10-piece McNugget through the driveway. Once you get the 10-piece, eat 3 of them and complain to the manager that you didn't get 10. He'll get a warning with this. Do this a few more times across 2 days, but on DoorDash with different names. He gets fired and has a bad reference, since he can't even work properly in fast food. Now he can't even get a job, so he's homeless. Go up to him with a challenge. Tell him that if he can swallow a spoon of cinnamon in under 1 minute without water. Add on that if he does this, he gets $10,000. He's gonna take this offer up since he's homeless. Take your phone out and start recording to make it seem like it's a real YouTube video. Once he puts the cinnamon in his mouth, run for your dear life. Avenge me.
Have you ever pretended to know someone and just went on vacation? 2 years ago, I bumped into a guy at Target who waved and said, "Danny, long time, man. Now, my name is not Danny." But I panicked and said, "Dude, it's been forever." We chatted for 5 minutes. I faked it the whole time. Nodded through mentions of the lake house, Jen's potato salad, and remember when Kyle fell off the jet ski? I laughed like I definitely remembered. He ends it with, "You better be coming this year, man. Everyone's expecting you." I said, "Wouldn't miss it." 2 weeks later, I get a group text. "Lake weekend, same cabin, bring snacks and vibes." They must have gotten my number from someone. I should have come clean, but I didn't. Instead, I packed a bag, showed up at a random cabin by a lake, and was greeted with cheers, beer, and someone yelling, "Danny's back, baby!" Apparently Danny missed last year. No one remembered why. I leaned in hard, gave toasts, dominated a bear chug competition, comforted someone during a breakup on the dock at 2 a.m. Someone told me I was the heart of the group, but on the last night, I cracked. We were roasting marshmallows, and I said, "Guys, I'm not Danny. I don't even know who Danny is." There was silence. Then Jen blinked and said, "Wait, so who are you?" I shrugged, "Target guy." And Kyle goes, "Well, damn, you're better than the original Danny anyway." They laughed, handed me a s'more, and someone yelled, "It's a new tradition. Now I get the invite every year. We are best friends."
You left your phone at my place, bro. I gotta go sleep soon, bro. Can you come pick it up quickly? Bro, I'm not one of your hosts, bro. Come get your phone now. Don't leave me undelivered, bro. Hello? Oh, wait. You can't even check your phone because I have it. Yo, are you still with Drake?
Nah, I'm not. I dropped him off a while ago. I think he is with his girlfriend. So try message her, or message him through Snap.
Bro, he doesn't have his phone. Is he supposed to use his toaster to text?
Bro, I don't know. Just text his girl then.
Okay, fine. Hey, Natasha, is Drake with you?
No, why?
I have his phone here, and I have no way of messaging him.
That's a shame. Maybe you can look through his phone.
What?
I didn't stutter, did I? Look through his phone.
What the flip? Why would I do that?
Because I want to see if he's cheating or not.
Plug AI, help me calm down this baddie.
Okay, send her this. Who cheats on the girl that turns bedtime into a full-blown cardio session?
Who cheats on the girl that turns bedtime into a full-blown cardio session?
Oh my god, now I'm tempted to text you instead. But just do me a favor and look through.
But why? I don't even know his path.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Nah, man, I could never do my boy like that.
I'll give you GTA.
Okay, what app should I go through first?
Camera roll.
Okay, bet. Oh, wait, Dayum! Yatta! Mega Yatta alert!
What is it?
There's a picture of a juicy guyot in here. About 600 photos of the same guyot. Curvy.
Wow, so he's cheating on me? Fine.
Hold on, I scrolled too far. I just saw a pic. Damn, bro is not packing.
I know. What are his messages now? Who has he been messaging?
Okay, damn. The last person he messaged is called 210 Ugly Side Ting.
Oh, really? What were they last talking about?
They were talking about how much they love each other, and then the 210 Ugly Side Ting sent a picture of herself. She looks a lot like you, coincidentally. Oh, wait!
I told my sister-in-law that I've had 4 miscarriages when she said I didn't understand her loss. My sister-in-law Kelly had her first miscarriage about 6 months ago. It was devastating, I get that. The whole family rallied around her and my brother Jake, bringing casseroles and giving them space to grieve. But then she started acting like she was the only person who'd ever lost a baby. It started small. At family dinners, she'd make comments about how nobody understood what real loss felt like. When my cousin Amanda talked about her dog dying, Kelly rolled her eyes and said, "That's not the same thing at all." When my mom mentioned missing my grandpa who died last year, Kelly literally scoffed and said, "You got to say goodbye to him though." The worst part was how she treated me. I've been married to my husband Chris for 8 years, and we don't have kids yet. Kelly started making these passive-aggressive comments about how lucky I was to not have to worry about these things, and how I couldn't possibly understand what she was going through. Last weekend was my nephew's birthday party. Kelly seemed okay during most of it, playing with the kids and laughing at their jokes. But then my brother's friend brought up how his wife was pregnant, and Kelly's whole mood shifted. She got quiet and started picking at her food. Later, when we were in the kitchen cleaning up, Kelly started talking about how hard it was seeing pregnant women everywhere. I tried to be supportive, telling her I understood how triggering that must be. That's when she snapped. "No, you don't understand," she said, her voice getting louder. "You have no idea what it's like to lose a baby. You've never even been pregnant. You don't know what real loss feels like." Something inside me just broke. I'd been holding this in for years, keeping it private because Chris and I decided we didn't want the
Made you go on your villain arc. My son ended his own life because some girl had falsely accused him, and the entire city was sending him threats. She never had any proof, but because she was the daughter of a congressman, She didn't face any repercussions. I saw her on the day of the funeral, smiling and laughing with her friends like it was some type of joke. I knew that people like these would never face justice, thanks to our wonderful legal system. So I decided to find justice on my own. As a former police officer, I had some connections with the worst type of people. I called one of them on the phone and said, "Do you remember when I let your little brother off the hook? It's time to pay back that debt." He had seen the news, so he already knew what I wanted and wasted no time in saying yes. But that girl wouldn't regret her actions, even if someone kidnapped her. So, I took a different approach. Within 3 months, every single dirty deal that congressman made was out in the public. The authorities didn't just take him into custody, they took all his property and assets as well. His wife and daughter were on the streets and went online to ask for sympathy. This is when I made my final move. Rumors about that girl falsely accusing and ruining the lives of several boys were spread everywhere. People hated her so much that they would drive by while throwing rocks at her head. And then one day, as she was crying on the sidewalk with her mother,
I ran her over.
Getting chubby. I need you to get back in the gym.
What?
You heard me. I need a strong and muscular husband. Not some lazy, stupid, smelly, oily, musty, crusty, chubby loser.
Is this a joke? I literally have a 6-pack?
Yeah, but you had an 8-pack, which was the only reason why I ignored the fact that you're 5'9".
I don't want to be rude, but aren't you like 5'4" and 200 pounds?
Excuse me? Are you body shaming me?
Yeah.
It's called curves. It's a part of being a woman. You're so stupid. You're lucky to have a woman like me. Do you know how many men are in my DMs begging for a chance? If you want to stay in this house, you're gonna have to make some changes.
It's my house, and I have some bad news I haven't told you yet.
Oh, what now?
I got fired yesterday.
What?
But I could probably go back to my old job.
And make how much?
Maybe 50K a year?
That's so pathetic. I make 100K a year. I need a man who is a provider. Are you expecting me to start paying the bills?
Well, I was hoping you could help me out a little, until I get back on my feet.
Oh, hell no. This is not going to work. I want a divorce.
Just like that?
You can come pack your things, but I want you out of my house by 9.
Your house?
Yeah?
The house is actually in my mom's name.
What are you talking about?
And so is my savings. You ain't getting anything.
No. The woman always gets the house. That's how it works.
Not this time. I'll also be getting 50% of your savings, and 2 of your 4 cars.
What are you talking about?
You didn't want to get a prenup, remember?
You can't do this.
I want you out of my house by 9.
have you ever left your mic on and accidentally roasted your professor? So I'm in online class, muted, camera off, horizontal, and emotionally unavailable. The professor is doing one of those 30-minute talks that have nothing to do with the class. I zone out completely and start texting my friend. She goes, "Bro, is this guy okay? He's been talking about printer ink for 12 minutes. And I, forgetting I'm unmuted, say out loud, "Honestly, I think Professor Davis just needs a hug, or a podcast, or both." Silence. No reaction from Zoom. So naturally, I keep going. Like, I get it, man. Your wife left, your printer's jammed, and your only friends are black and white settings. But why are we suffering for it? Then I hear a faint voice. I think your mic is on. I look. The green mic icon is glowing like it's judging me. The professor just stops mid-sentence and stares. Deadpan. The class is frozen in pure tension. One guy unmutes and coughs just to break the silence. And then, the professor chuckles and goes, "Well, that was honest. I consider logging off forever, changing my name, starting a new life in a mountain village." Instead, I turn off my mic, type "sorry" in the chat, and he replies, "Don't be. That's the best feedback I've had since my divorce." So yeah, I accidentally emotionally profiled my professor live. Now he calls me Inkblot, and I'm 90% sure I'm getting an A out of respect. But I triple check my mic now, just in case I get too honest again.
250-pound gym bro picked a fight with me to impress a girl, not knowing I was a Taekwondo black belt. At 5'7" and 140 pounds, I wasn't exactly the most intimidating. Drunk guys at bars always picked me when they wanted to look tough in front of women. So when I saw this 6'2" gym bro marching over to where I was chatting with a pretty brunette, I already knew how this would go. He wedged himself between us, his massive frame completely blocking me out. Didn't even look at me, just turned his broad back like I was furniture. "Let me get you a real drink, beautiful," he said, flagging down the bartender. Not whatever this little guy was boring you with. She glanced around his shoulder at me, clearly uncomfortable. "Actually, we were just, trust me," he cut her off, placing a protective hand on the bar in front of her, creating a wall. "You need someone who can actually take care of you." He ordered her a martini without asking, then finally acknowledged my existence with a dismissive glance. "You can go now, buddy." When I didn't move, he shifted his weight, using his size to push me further down the bar. The edge of the counter dug into my ribs. Still, I stayed put, sipping my beer. He'd expected me to scurry away by now. He turned to me fully for the first time, looking me up and down with theatrical disgust, asked if I was deaf or something. When I calmly said I was just finishing my drink, his hand shot out and swiped my glasses off my face. They clattered across the bar. Everything went blurry. He made jokes about me not being able to see up to his height, told the girl maybe that's why I hadn't gotten the hint. I stayed still, breathing normally. 10 years of training had taught me the most important lesson. Real fighters don't fight in bars. Too much liability, too much to lose. My instructor certification, my gym, potential lawsuits, all gone over some drunk idiot. I reached for my glasses with measured movements. He slid them further away with one finger, told me to leave them. I walked around him to retrieve them, keeping everything neutral. When I sat back down with my glasses, he spun around to face the entire bar and announced loudly that we had a creeper situation. His voice boomed over the music as he pointed at me with his beer bottle, claiming I'd been bothering this nice lady for an hour. The brunette tried to protest, but he interrupted, putting a possessive hand on her shoulder that made her flinch. Told everyone not to worry, he had it handled. His buddies at a corner table started laughing and shouting. Someone asked if I was in middle school. He grinned and turned to the bartender, suggesting I should be carded again because I looked about 12. The brunette pulled away from his hand, but he kept talking over her, telling her she didn't have to be polite anymore. Half the bar was watching now, some people whispering, shooting me suspicious looks. My reputation
at this place, where I'd been a regular for 2 years, was being destroyed in real time. Then he decided to demonstrate my weakness. He grabbed my wrist suddenly, holding it up for the bar to see while comparing it to his 12-year-old nephew's arms. I didn't resist, keeping my breathing steady as he squeezed harder, his thumb pressing into the pressure point. He yanked me off the bar stool effortlessly, spinning me around to show the girl what would happen if real danger showed up, then shoved me back against the bar. Not hard enough to be considered assault, but enough to make his point. The edge dug into my spine. He stood there waiting, telling me to push back, show her I was a real man. I stayed relaxed, hands at my sides. No aggressive stance, nothing that could justify what he wanted to do. His face darkened at my non-reaction, called me pathetic. He turned to the girl, explaining this was why she needed someone like him around, painted scenarios of what could happen with me just standing there doing nothing if he was actually dangerous. The brunette stood up, said she was leaving. He grabbed her wrist immediately, insisting he'd walk her to her car because the streets weren't safe. Her voice was firm, but I could hear the fear underneath when she told him to let go. He tightened his grip slightly, still smiling, saying he was just trying to help. She tried to pull away, but he held firm, told her to relax, he was just being a gentleman. His grip tightened enough to make her gasp. She was getting genuinely scared now, panic in her voice as she pushed against his chest with her free hand. That's when something shifted in his eyes. The drunk bravado turned into something ugly.
How did you outfox your ex in family court? Rachel thought she had me trapped when she filed for sole custody. Our twin boys, age 8, were her weapons against me. She'd coached them to say I scared them during visits. The judge bought it completely. Mr. Torres, the children seem genuinely frightened of you. We're reducing you to supervised visits until you complete anger management. I'd never raised my voice at my kids, never. But Rachel had spent months whispering poison in their ears while I worked overtime to pay her inflated alimony. Here's what broke my heart. During my supervised visits at the family center, Jake kept apologizing. Sorry, Daddy has anger problems, he'd whisper. Mommy says you need medicine to be safe. The 8-year-old thought his father was dangerous because his mother needed complete control, but Rachel underestimated who she was dealing with. I'm a cybersecurity specialist. I know how people hide things online. See, Rachel had a secret Instagram account under her maiden name where she documented her real parenting. Videos of her screaming at the boys for spilling juice. Photos of them crying with captions like, "These little demons are driving me insane today." The account had 200 followers. Other bitter divorced moms who encouraged her behavior. Comments like, "Girl, you need wine," under videos of my son sobbing. She'd been building evidence that I was unfit while creating a whole digital diary of her own abuse. I spent 3 weeks screenshotting everything. Downloaded videos using forensic software I use for work. Built an airtight digital evidence folder showing 2 years of her documented mistreatment. But I needed more than screenshots. I needed proof she was coaching the kids. I started recording my supervised visits, legally, with permission from the family center. Noticed Jake would tense up before certain questions, like someone had rehearsed scripts with him. During one visit, he accidentally said, "Mommy told me to say you pushed me, but you never pushed me, Daddy." Game over. Court day arrives. Rachel shows up in her victim costume, conservative dress, tissue box ready. Her lawyer presents the boy's statements about my anger issues. Then it's my turn. I present the Instagram evidence. The judge's face changes immediately as he watches Rachel screaming at our 8-year-olds while they beg her to stop. Your Honor, there's more. I play the recording of Jake admitting the coaching. Rachel's lawyer literally closed his laptop and started packing up. The judge called a recess to review everything privately. When we returned, his verdict was swift. Ms. Torres, you've committed parental alienation while simultaneously documenting your own abusive behavior. Mr. Torres is awarded primary custody effective immediately. Rachel started crying. Real tears this time, not her usual performance. "They're my babies," she sobbed. The judge wasn't finished. "You'll have supervised visitation until you complete parenting classes and psychological evaluation. Your Instagram posts suggest you view your children as burdens rather than blessings." She had to delete the account as part of the custody order. 2 years of evidence against herself gone. The boys live with me now. Jake hasn't apologized for Daddy's anger problems in 6 months. Instead, he tells people his dad saved him from someone who was actually scary. Rachel gets 2 hours every Saturday at the same family center where she used to send me. The supervisor who watched my dangerous visits now watches hers. The irony gets better. Last month, the boy's therapist told me Jake said something that made me smile. "Mommy used to be scary at home but nice in public. Now Daddy's nice everywhere." Rachel's new boyfriend found her old Instagram before she could warn him. He broke up with her after seeing videos of her screaming at children. Word spread through her social circle fast. Her own mother called me to apologize. "I knew something was wrong, but I believed Rachel's stories about you. Those videos. I had no idea she was treating my grandsons that way." The best part? Rachel had to take court-ordered parenting classes alongside actual abusive parents. She complained to her lawyer that it was humiliating being grouped with real child abusers. Her lawyer reminded her that the court had video evidence of her behavior. Jake started a new school this year and told his teacher, "My dad saved us from our mean mommy." Kids don't lie about who makes them feel safe. Sometimes the best strategy is just letting people expose themselves.
The worst person you Snapchatted with. My friend Ava looked so happy the first time she downloaded Snapchat to her phone. Just days before, she had been looking so down and out of place whenever we talk about Snapchat. She'd never been allowed to have social media and felt like she was living outside our world. I winked at her. "Well, send me a snap back and we can start a streak." She lifted the phone and made a silly face, sending it to me with the caption, "Day 1, thanks for including me." Ava really had a knack for creating the perfect snaps. Every morning she'd send artistic sunrise photos, and every night she'd document her skincare routine with funny filters. Soon she had over 100 streaks and would post celebration stories for each milestone. But by the second semester, Ava became glued to her phone 24/7. She maintained over 200 streaks, some of them with strangers outside of the country, and it started to get concerning. Her creative snaps felt so out of touch. She sent us snaps during SAT exams and in the shower. She sent snaps of her grandmother's funeral, even took a doggy-filtered selfie with the body in the open casket. But it didn't stop there. She started taking snaps of people on the street, sending us captions just to make fun of them. When she sent a snap making fun of a homeless man begging for food, I finally warned her, "Dude, we get that you're having fun, but seriously, if you're not sending normal snaps, just don't send me snaps anymore." She sent me a snap with a crying filter and apologized, promising to do better. But it didn't feel sincere at all. Still, I let it slide and gave her one last chance. But around April, my dad suddenly got injured and needed an emergency surgery. While I was in the waiting room with my family, Ava kept snapping me, reminding me that our streak was almost up. I couldn't believe how insensitive she was acting, so I snapped, "Can you just chill out for 1 second? My dad might literally die and you're worried about some stupid streak?" She sent me a snap of her hand balled up in a fist, captioning, "Our 289 days days together is stupid to you? I sent her back a snap, flipping the bird and said, okay, I'm just gonna end it if you can't respect basic boundaries. She immediately spammed my phone with calls on the app, but when I picked it up, all I could hear at first was heavy breathing, then aloud, don't you dare. This streak is everything. You introduced me to this and now you just abandoned our entire relationship? I immediately hung up and messaged, it's just an app, Ava. After an hour, she responded, no, it's not. For me, it's proof that someone cares enough to remember me every single day. You wouldn't understand. Your friends actually like you. Mine only talk to me here. I felt really guilty. Like I may have gone too far, but I couldn't apologize. I just left her hanging and focused on my family. Once Dad was stabilized, the doctor sent us home, asking us to visit at another time. I got home around 9 and passed out from exhaustion over Dad's surgery. It was around 11 p.m. when something woke me. The window to my room suddenly started sliding open slowly. I heard the rustling sound change into small footsteps and realized that someone had entered the room. My heart pounded while I stole a glance at the person in my room. In the dark, I saw a face light up from my phone screen. I closed my eyes again, praying that they wouldn't hurt me. But after a few minutes, they left my room. I still couldn't move from the bed, worried that they were somehow still here. I stayed awake until the sun came up the next morning and I saw clearly that no one was there. When I walked over to see what they had done to my phone, I found nothing suspicious. Until I opened up my Snapchat and saw a photo sent to Ava at 11:16 p.m. and one sent back to me at 11:17 p.m. The image knocked the air out my chest. It was a selfie of Ava grinning with me in the background, unconscious in my own bed with the caption, try not to forget our streak next time, you silly goose. I spammed her chat, calling her insane, warning her that I'd call the police. With what proof? A Snapchat streak isn't even an emergency. They won't do a thing. I felt so helpless and turned my phone off. She was right. No one would ever believe it. Did your demanding sibling go from bad to worse? My brother required everyone to keep their eyes closed when speaking to him because he believed direct eye contact would drain his life force. So I had to navigate our house blind whenever he was around or he'd lock me in the basement. Ethan had always been weird about personal connections. He wouldn't hug anyone, not even our parents. He ate meals in his room because watching people chew disgusted him. When he turned 14, he read some new age book about energy vampires and became obsessed with the idea that eye contact was how people stole each other's spiritual essence. He started wearing sunglasses indoors, then progressed to demanding everyone else look away when he entered a room. When I was 12 and he was 16, he discovered some online forum about psychic protection and decided that being looked at was literally killing him. Ethan called a family meeting to announce his new rule. No one could look directly at him anymore. We had to close our eyes when speaking to him, avert our gaze when passing in hallways, and never make eye contact even accidentally. Looking at him was stealing his soul energy. He printed laminated cards showing proper non-viewing protocols. Mom tried to reason with him, but Ethan screamed that she was murdering him with her eyes. He wouldn't stop until she agreed. Dad gave in immediately. They thought it was just another weird phase, but Ethan was deadly serious about protecting his spiritual essence. Living with Ethan's rule was immediately exhausting. Every interaction required careful choreography. I'd have to announce myself before entering rooms, wait for him to position himself, then navigate with my eyes shut. If I accidentally glanced at him, he'd collapse dramatically, claiming I drained his energy. He installed mirrors at angles so he could see us without us seeing him. Our parents enabled it completely, teaching themselves to cook and clean with closed eyes whenever he was present. It's just better than the drama, my mom said, as if this wasn't its own kind of unbearable drama. And if I ever slipped up or flat out refused to comply, the punishment was swift. He started demanding energy repayment through bizarre rituals. One accidental glance meant sitting in a circle of salt while he chanted for hours. He installed motion sensors that screamed when someone entered his space without their eyes closed. 3 viewings in one day meant being locked in the coat closet until you'd written essays about respecting bodily autonomy. He'd test us constantly, jumping out to see if we'd instinctively look at him. It infected every aspect of my life. Friends stopped coming over because he'd accused them of psychic assault for looking at him. He got teachers to let him sit facing the wall, claiming forward-facing seats exposed him to energy theft. Every interaction became a blindfolded performance where one reflexive glance meant hours of punishment. When I was in 10th grade, I started dating Noah and decided I wasn't going to let Ethan corrupt this one normal thing. At Noah's house, I could see freely, and it felt like escaping prison. When Noah came to dinner, I warned him about the rules, but muscle memory is hard to break. He glanced at Ethan while passing the potatoes. The explosion was instant. Ethan clutched his chest, screaming about his life force draining while Noah stared in shock. I grabbed Noah and left, telling Ethan I was done with his insane demands. For 2 weeks, I looked at Ethan every chance I got. Direct stares during breakfast, eye contact in hallways. He'd shriek about soul murder, collapse on the floor, demand energy repayments, but I kept looking. I thought if I held firm, he'd realize how ridiculous this was. Our parents begged me to comply, but I refused. I was done stumbling blind through my own home. Ethan lost his mind when I kept making eye contact. He started wearing a helmet with curtains, carrying a fog machine to obscure himself. He convinced our parents I was deliberately trying to kill him with my gaze. They started punishing me for his meltdowns, taking my phone when I looked at him, grounding me for accidental glances. Meanwhile, he escalated to physical barriers. He built elaborate blinds and screens, turning our house into a maze where seeing him was impossible. He installed cameras to catch me looking at him, creating compilation videos of my attacks with dramatic music. He made our parents put locks on my eyelids while I slept so I couldn't steal his energy unconsciously. He hired other energy believers to follow me, ensuring I never looked in his direction. When that wasn't enough,